All right, if you've been following the videos, you'll know that I'm kind of refactoring a lot of the code, and we're still doing that. So just to kind of give an update on the project, we've got kind of our core functionality here that we're building for this backend system around registering a user with a company. The user can log in. We can allow the user to toggle MFA on and off, and then log in with MFA enabled. We can get the user profile. We also have verifying their email when they do register, forgot password and update email address functionality. We then also have this kind of super platform admin user who's responsible for other things, which we still need to get back to and do some stuff. But in the previous couple of videos, what we've done is we've refactored our registered new user functionality, and we refactored just our login functionality. We've made it very specific. So for example, we've got login specific utils and login specific validation chains. Now I know from a best practice with code, that's maybe not what you'd necessarily always do. You want reusability, but what we have found is when we're trying to leverage AI for a lot of this stuff, if we can consolidate it down into one series of things, what I can basically do is say, hey, you have access to these files, look at these specific files, and it works. So we're going to continue with that approach because AI seems to understand it better. So what we're going to do is we'll just commit this code, git add, git commit, refactored login functionality, and tests. Okay, so let's make that small. So we've got done our manage user MFA. Oh, what we actually have to do before we move on is come back here. Alright, so we have written about we've got all our functionality. Great. That's where I'm just keeping track of functionality that we have. All right. So now login is done. We have both this password reset and this profile. So we might start with password reset. And we've got this separate. We do call a validation chain for password reset as well separately. So we're going to consolidate that. And we've got the reset password route. So if we just bring up our login validation chains as an example, you'll see this is now specifically for that, and we're now going to have to do the same for this password reset functionality. So bring up that, and what we will do is come here, password reset, and we'll call this password reset.validation chains.js. Alrighty, and we'll just bring all this in here. Password reset validation chains, and then we'll just copy this end bit and go like that. And then what we need to do is actually come over here and take these pieces. So just comment that out for a sec, and we'll put this in here, save that. Alrighty, validation error. So error.result, email is required. Custom email validate. So we're also calling this separate validate email functionality, which we don't actually want to do anymore. So just thinking, so we got our login, email, trim, email must be a string, email is required, invalid domain and email address. We can probably copy all of this. Again, this is where we have like some level of duplication of code. And then with reset password, so use ID. If we look at our MFA one might be a good example. Not tests. MFA validation chains. Yeah, enable. No, here. So for example, yeah, if custom, I think we should just throw new validation error here instead of a validation error, which means we've already got that, that's fine. Password, so this will also be a validation error. All right, and then if we come back here, we can ignore that. So password reset routes, instead of validation chains here, we can get, we won't get rid, oh yeah, because we've done both. Get rid of that. And then what we need to do is go const password reset validation chains equals require password reset validation chains, and then we take this and put that in those two places. Get rid of that comment. Alright, and we have our the utility of middleware rate limiter. That's fine. Alright, so on forgot password, we go through the validation chains, and then we call our request password reset. Password reset. Right, so we don't have any validation errors here. Not throwing any errors either. So get rid of this. Logger. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, so request password reset. So we get the email, we get the IP, reset result, password reset service, generate reset token. So if we open this, we'll pull this over here. Generate reset token. I'm just going to change this to password reset token and password reset token. Send read password reset. Okay, so then we do a none. So let's look at this. So crypto random bytes. It's hashing it. Alright, returns. Return unhashed token. So we hash the token, we return the unhashed one. Alright, and then we get the reset result. If we have a reset result, email info, we call send reset email. So we can change this to send password reset email, send password reset email. We're calling our common email service, so that's not something that we're going to break down. It doesn't make sense to have lots of different services. Reset URL. I think this is going to need updating because it will be, we go to index password reset route. So this is still going to be auth slash. We send that. Okay. And then await password reset service, record reset request. Const user, await user dot find by ID. If no user, okay, so we're recording the history, that's fine. Okay, cool. So then if we go back to our routes, so on the other one, the reset password, we call the reset password function in our controller, and then we call the reset password service. This dot verify reset token. Okay. So that calls that verify reset token. Let's just call this password reset token and verify password reset token. Okay, user, find user, throw not found, token dot delete, send confirmation email. Yep. And then that's the record. Okay, cool, fantastic. going to ask. Yeah, we don't really have any utils in this instance, and I was just thinking here, some of these things aren't really, well, I guess they are. It is still got business logic in that it's saving stuff to the database, but they're alright for utils. Okay, I'm overthinking things. Alright, we haven't actually changed that much. So I think some of these tests might still work. Obviously this needs to be password. Generate password. Generate password. Did it generate password? Reset password. Still the same name. Generate password. Generate password. Reset password. Generate. Alright, we'll try and run these actually. With a bit of luck they might pass because we haven't really changed any functionality. Woohoo! They'll pass. Alright, so what we need to do then is just very quickly add these routes. So I know this is getting a little bit of a mess, so let's go new folder. We'll call this reset user password, and we'll add a request. So the first one obviously is going to be forgot password. Now for this you don't need to be authenticated for any of those, obviously. So forgot password, and what we need to pass in is not looking at that. Looking at this, just the request body, which contains our email address. So we will just use our test email, and it's a post request. Post and send. So here's it. Cool. Okay, that's interesting. We get the preview URL, and then we got the direct reset URL. Just double check that they're the same. Copy. Just put that here for a sec. 7. Yep. Cool. So just for testing purposes, that's fine. So we'll file, file, save as, and this will be request. Forgot password request. Save. All right, and then yeah, and then delete this. Delete, and then duplicate this. And instead of it being forgot password, it's going to be reset password. Set. And in this particular instance, we need to pass in the token from the query. Okay, so, and yeah, user ID and new password from the request.body. So actually, copy. This is the copy and body. We need our user ID. And then we need password and password confirm. So we'll go password. And this can be 123456 ABC ##. And I might need a little character. Password confirm. Send. Route not found. So if we look, for example, where are we? What is it saying? Route not found. Reset password. Node.js. Oh, I don't have the v1 copy. So in here, this bit, send. Validation failed. New password. It's called new password. New password. We don't have a confirmed new password. Okay. Send. Yeah, we don't have a. There was something else that I was just thinking of as well. God damn it, what was I going to do? So in our password controller, I got to update the URL. So let's go here and say service we only require new password, whereas we should also include confirm new password, word confirm, to check that match. And then while it's doing that in the reset URL here, so this needs to be API /v1 / awesome Lord. Whoa. What? We don't need to do the validation chain, it's already there. Alright, so this probably would have been quicker to write out ourselves, but anyway. In our controller, so password, we don't get the token. Why did it change that? So reset password, find user by ID. Why did it do that? So yeah, in our current, oh no, we do. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. All right, that's my mistake. So new password confirm. We'll get off of rec.body, and then we'll go to our reset password service. And in the reset password service, as I said, we probably should have just written this ourselves. Oh dear. New password. We've got to bring in new password confirm. Yeah. What else has changed? Wait, verify. Password reset token. Yep. Oh, okay, this is a good idea. I hadn't thought of this. If the same password, so let's password. So we go. Here's the same password. We wait. We've got compare new password to user.password. If it is, validation error. If not, we then save the new password. That's a good idea too. We don't do that. Alrighty, so let's try that functionality. We might need to request a new reset. This is going to have to do with our validation chains. User ID, query, new password confirm, password confirmation is required. New pass, I just had the field wrong. Passwords do not match. What are you talking about? They do. Alright, so in our reset password functionality in our service, new password. You're going crazy. Let's just save this. Reset password. Save. Delete. Alright, buddy. So on our password controller, we've done the same thing. New password confirm. Oh, we didn't pass it in. Okay, now it'll work. There we go. Fantastic. Alrighty, so I know we don't test for all of the use cases now, but I really don't want to write more tests. Commit. Cool, we'll stop it there and I'll start a new video for the next thing we're doing.